Hi, I'm Laura, Kickstarter's Senior Outreach Lead in Design and Technology. Today I'm going to talk about why backer communication is so important to your campaign. Your project story is the primary place where you'll communicate your vision to backers. But it's important to have a plan for how you'll interact with audiences at every stage of the process. Before you launch, think about how you're going to tell your audience about the project to build excitement. This can be through your social media channels, email lists, and pre-launch landing pages. You can offer a preview of your campaign to backers through Kickstarter's pre-launch page, and they can follow your project to receive a notification when you launch. Once you go live, think about how you're communicating with backers through comments and updates on Kickstarter, and how you'll continue to leverage social media, email, and other channels to keep bringing new people to the campaign. And once the campaign ends, make sure you have a plan for how you're going to keep backers informed about the progress you're making towards finishing the project and fulfilling rewards. Kickstarter's community is built on trusted communication, so what and how you communicate really matters during every step of the creator journey. Social media can be a powerful tool for building a community of potential backers and getting them excited about your project. So do some research on where your ideal audience lives online and choose the right social media platforms for your audience. Share elements about the campaign that appeal to your audience and craft messages with these people in mind. If this is a documentary film, what issue or topic are you exploring as your subject? Where do communities engaged with those ideas gather online? If you're making a product, who is your ideal customer, and what images and messages will make them want to learn more? You should think about whether using paid ads to boost your reach makes sense for your project goals and budget, or if sharing and asking followers to spread the word organically is a better fit. Either way, you can use social media to drive signups for an email list. This offers you a better signal of how many people are interested and gives you a more direct way to communicate with the audience you're building. You can also use social media as a way to highlight and celebrate your extended team and collaborators. Who is part of making your project, and what do they bring to it that is unique and exciting? See if they can share your project with their followers too. You can also call out specific elements of your campaign that interest you the most. Give updates as your campaign develops, or share any news or articles about the campaign that you're able to arrange. Make use of our custom referral tag feature on the back end of the campaign. This lets you see where traffic to your project page is coming from, as well as the number of backlinks generated from a particular link. Learning what channels are working best lets you prioritize your focus. Remember to include a call to action in all posts and always stay true to your voice. You are your best selling point. Share any new developments with backers using Kickstarter's Project Updates feature on your campaign page. These are also emailed to the folks backing your project. You can choose to have these updates be visible to anyone visiting your page or just your backers. While the campaign is live, we recommend posting at least one backer update per week. After your project has been funded, you'll want to keep backers informed. Share your progress, like updates on production and fulfillment, and give backers the opportunity to stay involved. Once your project is out in the world, give updates on reviews, milestones, or other important news. Project updates can come in many forms, but they should generally aim to promote community engagement and show progress. Some ideas of the kinds of content you might want to post as updates are project milestones. For example, you've hit the halfway mark to your campaign, you have X number of backers, or you've reached a funding goal. A first day or first week recap. Any press or pieces of relevant news to share that would be of particular interest to your backers. Providing more information about a particular element of your project that you think your backers would like more details on. For example, a behind-the-scenes look at your creative process. Say you're making a stop-motion animation film. You might consider walking backers through some of the behind-the-scenes techniques to show how it's made. Use updates to highlight and celebrate members of your creative team. It's a great opportunity to show a more personal side to backers. Talk about specific rewards that you're offering or announce a mid-campaign that you'd like to highlight in more detail. You can choose to create a backer-only update to incentivize people to back your project in order to access that content. Part of communicating with backers is answering their questions. Backers might raise questions in comments or send you a direct message through our system. If you're hearing the same question from multiple backers, you might also consider adding them to the FAQ on the project page. When backers raise questions, make sure you don't take too long to answer. Try to respond to backer comments within 24 to 48 hours if possible. Try to be courteous and professional. If you're getting negative feedback, address criticisms constructively by acknowledging concerns and providing any further context or information about the issue. Lead with a tone that you'd like your backers to communicate with, and do your best to ignore any impolite interactions or insults. That said, if you think a comment crosses a line and falls outside of our community standards, you can always flag it for our trust and safety team to review. Lean into transparency, particularly if you hit a roadblock. Most backers are supporting your campaign because they believe in you and believe in the project, and they want to see you succeed. When you're facing a challenge, explain what's going on in clear, direct language and share your plan to overcome it. If backers see that you're being open and honest with them, it goes a long way. Turn negative feedback into opportunities for improvement and for demonstrating responsiveness to backer concerns. You should generally encourage comments and participation. An active comment section can be a fun and exciting part of a campaign. You can inspire interactions by asking backers about certain elements of the project, maybe it be product colors they'd like to see or the design of a feature. Create mini milestones that can help backers rally around a collective goal. For example, if you reach 100 backers, you'll unlock a new reward tier or release a new teaser video. Develop a schedule and content plan for updates and engagement activities in advance of launch. Plan out your social media posts knowing that some of what you'll post will also be spontaneous and responsive to moments that happen while the campaign is live. Touches of personalization and exclusivity can go a long way with backers. Recognize individual backers and their contributions. Offer special content or previews to backers as a thank you for their support. You can also keep your backers engaged by asking for feedback. Continuously act on that feedback to improve the project and experience. These are just some of the examples of how to build trust and communication around your project. However, the best way to immerse yourself in backer communication is to actually back a project or two yourself and learn firsthand from other project creators. See you next lesson.